Welcome back, friends, to another episode of BigDenoPlays, Aeon Trespass Odyssey. Today we are on to 7th episode, and as you can see, we have almost hit the halfway point of the total duration of the campaign of 80 days. We're at day 37, and we're about to tick over onto story card 2B, or not to be, depending on your perspective. And things have improved dramatically from where we were a few short hours ago. Our Titan stocks are looking healthy. Our crew is much better off than we were before. We've got our refugee situation under control. The only cause for concern, I would like it if our hull was just a little bit higher than it is at 2 out of 5. So in good news, a couple of the nymphs require the hull to be 3 or less. So we're in position for that, to use that, which is good. But we don't have a divine charge, we don't have a summoning charge, so we can't use her at the moment. Aside from that though, I'm feeling much more comfortable than I was. The last few fights in particular felt really good. We lost a Titan or two, but for the most part it was well handled by our great team. Speaking of our team, here is the current state of affairs. We have an Earth Shaker and wielding the immeasurable weight, a rare Cyclopean artifact. Skyseer, one of my favourite Titans, wielding the Great Breaker, which does give her a penalty to her movement of -1. Still leaves her at movement 6. And a few things there to try and help her manage the Herodotus, who is just rocking the Labyrinth set and doing a wonderful job of it. And finally Ulyssia, who's kind of a bitzer. We've got the Horizon's Edge and Pursuer Imperative and some Achillean Hectors. So not really doing anything focused, but just hopefully setting up the rest of the team with some opening tokens early on. This is our map situation. We'll have a look at this map as well, just to make sure everything lines up. There it is. We're on map 26. We are about to move downwards, and I believe we are about to trigger the next story card. Turn my face on. Hi. I believe we're about to trigger the next story card. As according to my picture that we have here, I think Laconius is going to be directly below us at 33. Based on this map that we have, looks like everything lines up correctly. Could be wrong, we'll see. It may also be this one over here, but only way to tell is to find out. So we're going to kick off, friends. We're going to kick off and move on to the next timeline step, which is where we'll move down onto 33. Ooh, looks good. All right, the first thing we have to do is mark the timeline step. Bang. The next thing we have to do is either take a crew loss or take a hull loss. We'll definitely take a crew loss, but we have a possibility to try and mitigate that by spending an Argo Fate. We have this save technology that we can use, which is called Argo Security. And we need a 7+. We're on Helots tile. I don't think our Helots, no, we're still distrustful. So we just need a 7. I could spend a defector to increase this, but I might save our defector for a hull check. Just, I feel like that's more dangerous. So it's just going to be a straight 7. That's a 4. So we're losing a crew. Next thing that happens, on the timeline step is our exploration cards, round summary, exploration step. So we will shuffle these bad boys. And as you can see, we are indeed on the right tile, I think. Looks like it. So we start with 4 relief resources. Whew. And an adversary symbol, and, oh no, 3 war trireme resources, and the adversary is spawning. So we'll spawn him 4 tiles away. I'm going to go downwards, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have no other exploration related things to do, but we do have an expedition step. So let us proceed to the expedition step. And we shall roll on the chart a 4. Currently on story 2B, 4 is From the Ashes. And we will add cool, we can do that. No, From the Ashes has a cyclops trap, so not going to do that. I'll just grab the actual tile out. We're going to decide who we're going to fight, actually. From the Ashes. Adventures from the Ashes. We will roll a 4. Bones of the Past. That is a curse. Let's go and look at the Argonauts. No curse here. Death Proceeds is a curse. And Coward is a curse too. That is awesome. No curse there. That one's already completed. No curse there. You were not sure what to expect when the runaway slave told you the massive works under the mountains, a tunneling excavation to expand the Nichean's canal network, linking 2 key strategic waterways to allow the swift movement of his military from one part of Laconia to another, and then they broke into a vast series of caverns filled with strange, ages-old ruins. Now, disguised as Helot slaves, you have infiltrated the works. The crumbling edifices press in around you, the ancient stonework weighing heavily on your spirits. Pillars etched with strange, unreadable symbols surround you, telling an ancient, unknowable story. Is this what remains of the Leleges? Moving through the deep tunnels, you try your best to remain unheard. Spartan patrols are both inside and outside the cavernous excavation, and they are a constant threat. Each Argonaut tests cunning or wisdom. You may gain a fate to add 1. The test is an 8+. What is the benefit? Ooh. So ideally 4 successes. I mean, 4 successes is usually the best outcome, but cunning or wisdom. We have no fate on anyone, so I think we'll start with Olympia to make this a 6+ test with her +1 wisdom. That's a 3. We will force a reroll with a fate. That's a 1. A fail, gain a fate. Wow. All right. Well, we probably won't be adding any more fate to any rolls. We'll try maybe fate for a reroll. Wisdom or cunning, nothing. So just a straight 8+. Of course, it's a 9. Telebarcus, champion. Cunning 2. So that's a 6. We'll just roll 6 with a reroll. It's a 5. I feel bad for not spending the fate now. That's a 1. And our last one is just a straight 8. We'll just Jank a 10, seems fine. 2 successes. After some exploration, you come across a work camp currently empty. Gain 2 chimeric tar or cyclopean metal resources. What do we need the most of? Cyclopean metal. Proceed to 21. You delve deeper into the ruins, following the growing sounds of activity until you emerge into a large open space. Ahead, you see the bulk of the Spartan workforce. They have erected a large machina, powerful chisel-like tools swinging at rock and ruin alike. Atop the roaring contraption, chained cyclops work the mechanisms with large but careful hands, ideal for moving the gigantic machinery about or clearing detritus. Spartan warriors keep the titanic workforce in line, tugging on chains here, jabbing with a spear there. Glancing around, you see a large iron pen to one side. Within, a dozen or so cyclops are contained, staring at the stone floor and their chains with hollow, emotionless eyes. I just remember we did have to add a Doom to the Doom card, which is bad, but we will remember that. So we can break the cyclops out of containment. Or we can destroy the machina and gain a glory. The glory would be really helpful here, but I don't think it tips us over to 14 and a middling force. So let's go with the free the Cyclops. Diplomacy with the Cyclops +1. Subtract an Argo Fate. Alright. See, 18. Gain 1 Doom and 1 Titan, lose 1 crew. I really would prefer not to lose a crew, actually. So we'll spend an Argo Fate to avoid the crew loss. We fail. We will spend a Argo Fate to reroll. We fail. Terrible. Gain a Titan. I don't really want a Titan, actually. You clowns. I'd like the Titan to become members of my crew, please. Thank you. Great. So we will go back to the timeline. We have done our expedition step. We have no encounter advancement step. At this point, we could potentially re-roll or try and turn our last refugee into a crew. Feels like a pretty good choice, I think. And use our defector to guarantee it. Yep, we'll do it. Argo Fate, refugee, defector, and roll it. 5 is a success. We turn him into a crew. Perfect. Any other technologies we want to use? No, 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 no. Can't use it. All right. Good. That is our situation. We are on to the story step, which is conditional. And so we have Black Nadir. If when there are at least 10 tokens and you're on the correct tile with the Spartan stronghold symbol during the story step, you may initiate the Siege of Sparta and see 53. Black Nadir. Oh no. Grim silence fills the war camp as you stride through. Walking between ramshackle tents, you see dozens of haggard faces turned towards you. A motley array of Simic warriors, Helot ex-slaves, and even a few cyclops have amassed between the shores of the great riverworks and the towering range of jagged mountains. You feel a twinge of doubt pulse through your heart, a momentary hesitation. In spite of all your efforts, the force you have mustered still seems inadequate. You are meant to take on the full might of the Empire with this. Even with the might of the Argo, it is still a tall order. Lose a crew or a hull. We will spend an Argo fate to attempt to avoid a crew loss. We've had many rolls of this and we haven't succeeded at one. Would you? We succeed. Oof. We're going to be unfortunate. On many of these counts. Okay. Your eyes drift to the northwest horizon. There you see a pillar of black smoke climbing into the sky, a choking column of flame and ash. At its base, gleaming in a dull light that seeps down through the cloud-laden skies, is a massive structure, an Ares-class superfortress housing the Temple of Man. It has taken much effort to track down the Nichean. Always he seems just to keep ahead of your scouts, a shadow on the horizon that never draws closer. Until now. For once, the Nichean has stopped moving, and you have an opportunity to strike. You turn away from the portentous view. A large tent awaits you, the command center of the operation. The time to plot your assault has come. As you walk in, the hubbub of conversation suddenly stalls, multiple eyes turning towards you. The Argo and its crew carry much weight in any negotiation. You have helped many of the individuals gathered here, either personally or by aiding their people. Dozens of favors garnered, much respect earned. If Simic diplomacy is 6 or higher, gain a hull. No. If Cyclops diplomacy is 6 or higher, subtract 2 Argo fate. No. If Helot's diplomacy is 6 plus, gain a crew. No. For each of these, also place 1 on the story card. No. Then read all of the following that apply. If humanity is -10, which it is, see 63. The gathered representatives of the Helots, the Simici, and the Cyclops are all engaging in a fierce debate, more of a childish squabble than a real discourse. Voices are raised, fingers are pointed, and challenges are hurled across the crowd. You feel a surge of anxiety at the sight, realizing how little cohesion your resistance truly has. No clear spirit of cooperation has emerged among the disparate factions. You have done much to build up the alliance, to bring each faction to the fold, but you know that you had to show your ruthless side from time to time, ensuring victory no matter the cost. While your allies recognise your contributions to the war effort, they will not forget just how cutthroat your decisions can be. The party leader gains the fated Nemos card, Bloodthirsty. So that can be Penelope. Bloodthirsty. You can only use your activation to perform attacks. Ouch. If D5 is marked, it is not. If M1 is marked, it is C68. One of the Cyclopes turns towards you, his expression grim. Argonauts, the Cyclops stand ready to aid you in the coming battle. We have been forging weapons and armour for your troops, and our people gather in numbers unseen in generations. That is encouraging to hear. But what of your vow of pacifism? The vow was forced upon us. You revealed the truth to us when you delved into the heart of the city of Lastrakos. Had you not, we might still be shackled by the traditions of weakness. It seems that the twisted version of the past that you told his people is continuing to spread, and it will have far-reaching consequences. Gain 1 doom. I'm already up to 2 doom on the next card. The party leader gains a rage, and the honor blind fated Nemos card. You're having a rough time. Honor blind. Have we already got it out? No? Maybe it's from one of the other ones. I'll check if it is from cycle 1, maybe. There it is, cycle 1 on a blind. Got wisdom -2. Yeah, because I'm running Scribe through BlueStacks, a couple of the drop-down menus aren't working all that well. The app itself is tremendous, but this BlueStacks doesn't quite work as well as it should. That is good, he says. I'm going to grab 2 Doom tokens just so I can remember to put 2 Doom on the thing. If P4 is marked, which it is, C70. Silence! The scarred veteran's voice bellows forth a thunderous boom. Enough bickering. We have a job to do here. As he speaks, you become aware of more members of his crew interspersed among the crowd, making sure the gathering does not dissolve into chaos. The sheer number of former Spartan loyalists you have among your ranks now sparks more than a little concern. Are you sure that you're not being influenced by having so many former Imperials in your ranks? Gain 2 rage. If Argo Fate is 6 or higher, also gain 1 Doom, which it is not, thankfully. Finally, C72. A figure steps forth from the gathering, drawing back her hood to reveal sharply downturned lips, jade green eyes, and features smeared with ash and dirt from a long journey in the wilds. Agrippa of the Argonauts, one of the Argo's most experienced trackers. The reports we received were accurate. The Nichean is there, inspecting his troops and meeting with various high-ranking members of his military. He resides in this building here, the Temple of Man, they call it. Agrippa says with distaste. While it is deep within the fortress, the guard presence there is somewhat lighter than elsewhere. Maybe he is confident that nobody can get to him, or perhaps he just assumes that nobody would dare to try. What of the monstrous being he can summon? One of the Semiki generals asks. The being waits here in the courtyard of the temple atop a giant throne. It just sits there. So we have 2 choices. We can focus our plan around an attempt to take on the man rather than the monster, which would gain us an Argo knowledge. Or we can attempt to focus on an all-out on the fortress, taking down the monster. That would allow us to remove 1 Doom from the Doom card, but I feel like we're already in there. So we will go for the Argo knowledge to take us to 30. And we will see 73. Agrippa shows you the shortest route to the temple. Though it provides a lot of cover, you will still need some kind of distraction. The bulk of the Spartan fleet is moored up in the docks. If we can set fire to enough of them, we'll draw the enemy out. Burning their ships alone may not be enough. You need to bait the trap, making it alluring to draw them out. Even then, for the Nichean, the only attractive bait would be the Argo. So we can risk the Argo, but have the fleet assault the docks. Gain 1 diplomacy with any faction and a humanity, but lose an hull. What is our Argo Fate? Argo Fate's 5. I think we can try it because we'll do that one. We'll gain 1 diplomacy with any faction, and that will be the Cyclops. We will gain a humanity, but we will lose a crew, but we'll spend an Argo Fate to do a save on that. 6 is enough. See, 75. You crouch upon the hillside, looking down over the immense fortress with wary eyes. You have listened to Agrippa's reports, but only now do you understand the true scale of the enemy's stronghold. The fortress is immense, sprawling across the land from one side of the valley to the other. As you wait tensely for the signal to move out, your titans shifting silently behind you, a sudden bellowing war cry echoes out across the vista of the fortress. You look to the horizon, beyond the Spartan fortification, to see the prominent outline of the Argo, steaming across the waters of the great river works under full power. Dozens of vessels flank the city ship, struggling to keep pace with the behemoth. The Spartans let loose a rallying cry, and large flaming boulders are flung from catapults. You wince as the hollow clamour of titanic projectiles striking the iron sides of the city ship reach you. Soon, smoke and flame rages across the Argo's Acropolis deck. Turning away from the site of your home under siege, you rush down the hillside, heading for a small gatehouse set in the walls. A brief clash, and you secure the position, allowing the rest of your strike force inside. As you steal your way through the narrow confines of the fortress's outer reaches, you hope your allies keep their promise and protect the Argo. If the Simicky is diplomacy, 4 or lower, lose an Argo hull. If the Helot's diplomacy is 4 or lower, gain 2 Argo fate. If Cyclops, gain a doom. You may choose to ignore any of these effects. Lose 1 humanity for each effect ignored. I really am going to have to ignore both of those. Then randomly draw 2 Argo abilities from those available. You cannot use them in the next battle. I will randomly draw 2 Argo abilities. We lose Fate Sync, and we lose Teleresuscitation. I probably would have taken Teleresuscitation, so that's unfortunate. Finally, a Pt7. This is exciting. It's the end of a chapter. The temple is oddly quiet in spite of the raging battle outside. It's almost as if the polished white marble deadens all sound, creating an eerie, still atmosphere that fills you with unease. When you enter the inner chambers, the corridors become too low and narrow, and you are glad you left your titans behind. This is one battle they cannot help you with. You find your way to the central chamber, where upon a dais, almost as if waiting for you, the Nichean sits on a large throne. I was curious whether you might try subterfuge, or if the frontal assault was your honest stratagem. Was the way here as easy and unobstructed as I deemed it? Well, not entirely unobstructed, I supposed. You had to sacrifice considerable forces to lure my army away. But everything becomes easy once you begin to see people less like your peers and more like roadblocks and paving stones. And here you are, treading on the bodies of your would-be allies and wards. Bravo! We're not sacrificing anyone, the party leader growls. Everyone is just doing their part to take you down. As if that makes any difference to the dead. Still, you're not quite there yet. Not ruthless enough. You want to end up like that insipid coward I slaughtered when you first stepped foot in my domain? I will oblige. He leaps into motion, closing the distance between you before you can breathe. You've planned for this, for weeks, handpicked the best warriors of the Argo, trained to the point of exhaustion and beyond. But no matter what you do not even come close to striking him. Every slash, every swing, he deflects with fluid ease, moving faster than the eye can follow. All the way through, more and more of your warriors fall to his brutal hand. The crunch of splintering bones echoes hollowly around you, the stricken faces turning ashen as agony blossoms within them. Swords catch and bend, breastplates rend, limbs tear, guts spill, spines break. Grown men and women soil themselves before their abrupt ends, a grotesque dance of pure violence and libation of unrestrained animal cruelty. The sudden realization of the fragility of your lives instills a primal fear you have never felt before. All you see are his icy blue eyes, and all you hear is a deep chuckle rumbling through his chest. Each Argonaut tests Fury 30. Gain danger. It'll be 5 danger because we've only brought a ragtag force. So the only way we can pass this test is on a crit. So we'll just go top down. No crit. No crit. No crit. No crit. 5 danger. It's a great start. The temple shudders as something massive impacts on the surface. Your allies must dealt a blow to the skull-faced monster, and for a moment, the Nichean loses concentration. One of your warriors is able to break through, leaving a scratch on the man's chiseled cheek. Then, the Nichean regains his composure and punishes the daredevil with a snap neck. He turns to you, barely even breathing heavily. You look around at all the bodies that now litter the floor. So much blood spilled for what? This fight, you realise with a sinking heart, is hopeless. The Nichean is right. You are not ready. Run, you pitiful invertebrates. Monkeys, he called us, and now I see why. But I am that no more. Run, you weaklings. Witness the dismantling of your dreams. You cannot win. Not here, not today. You need to flee. Return to the Argo, to the Belanian, and try to salvage the pitch battle raging outside. Save those you pledged to protect. Behind you, the Nichean's laughing taunts echo in your ears. As you've lost precious time, the Nichean performs 2 rounds in a row. Great. I love that. I love that a lot. All right, I guess we're fighting against the Nichean. All right, we're all set up for our fight against the Nichean. We're right on the right on the edge. That was a demoralising story phase. Going in with the ragtag force was a risk. The thing with this game and with the story phase is you really are incentivized to just spend as much time as you can upping your glory, your progress, and improving your relationships with the various factions, improving your technology, etc. Going into things too early and you get punished, and we are about to be punished. We've been naughty. First round, the Nichean does this, which is where he targets a random Titan. So we'll just do the normal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Herodotus is going to gain a rage, and we escalate 1. Now, we do need to go and mark the evolution track. Now, for us to win this fight against the Nichean, we need to perform an attack that deals 9 total power. There's a possibility. We have a couple of items that can reach those lofty heights. If we can roll well on the immeasurable weight, we're a chance. Now, at the end of the primordial round, the primordial does another round because he sucks, and this is going to trigger a combo. World of Hurt. Target the blast zone. Turn to face the most Titans and attack. Each hit deals 2 danger, knockback 7, and knockdown. So he's not going to do any knockback 7s because we're not adjacent. If we trundle over to the mat, we've got our 2 okay. So to break the combo right now, we need to have what item? We need to have a spear, a sword, or a cestus. So I think we're in okay shape here. We may be able to do something about this actually. So the first person that we need to consider, this is a zone attack, so we will not be, if no one's in the zone, this card, AI card still triggers. Something I got wrong in an earlier episode was I assumed that a simultaneous attack operated like a zone attack, which it does not. So I can trigger the Sky Seer with a Killian Hectors to use Combo Breaker and travel forward. This is interesting, this is interesting. And I can use the Iapetus Lifesaver to get out of the way. So if we look at Olympia, she's currently in the blast zone. Each hit will deal 2 danger and burn. She has no flammable equipment, but we can spend a fate to use her Pursuer Imperative, 1-2, and she can go 1-2 to move out of the blast zone. Herodotus has no such ability to do that, so he will be taking the hits. And so we'll do that now. So we have 4 dice on a 9. Each attack deals 1 less danger from stay your hand. So this zone attack, this one here. We have rolled 1 load of rubbish. So I have 2 re-rolls which I can spend from my scale shield. I've dodged 1. So that will be 6 danger coming in from 3 successful hits. That goes down to 5 because of the stay your hand trait. And I will now roll my armor and roll absolutely nothing and go straight to an obel draw. That is very unfortunate. Alright. I mean, if Telebarchus's Herodotus dies, that's no big deal. He's our monster near, but I'll just shuffle these things because I don't think I've shuffled them yet. And then we'll do an obel draw. For us to lose, he needs to kill 2 titans. This would be an early setback, I must admit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on. I've had very unfortunate rolls on the obel draw. A 10 to awaken. It's an 8. Dead. Could not pass a single armor roll there. However, because I have 4 labyrinth items, which I do, I can transform. I can block too. Why don't I just block one of those hits? Fuck, that's dumb. I'm going to block one of those hits because I forgot I had that on that item. It's only 8 danger. Ignore the obel draw. He's still alive. We're back here. Now, exhaust your armor if your fate is higher than 3. What am I doing on Olympia? Exhaust your armor. However, at the start of the primordial turn, sorry, at the start of the Titan turn, this armor is unexhaust, which is a really cool ability. Now, at the end of the Nichean's turn, he will perform a combo, but we have a sword here, and we're going to use the Achillean Hectors to exhaust this card, spend a fate on Fisher, move 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, and break the combo, gaining the priority target token. She also has a rage at the start of battle. That breaks the combo. That is it. We're back on. We're back on. 1 hit of 9 or higher. We will use reflex priming to unexhaust 2 gear cards on Titans. So we'll unexhaust the scale shield and we'll unexhaust this Pursuer Imperative. No point unexhausting the Achillean Hectors. We will... Who's our most likely to hit here? The horizon's edge. So the Nichean's a 9 plus to hit. I think we'll start with Herodotus actually. Actually, Ulyssia will be our first, and Olympia. So we are danger 5, which is going to trigger quite a few abilities. 1, 2. She's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. She's not going into the danger zone. She will attempt to attack with the horizon's edge. It's 2 dice on a +2, so these are hitting on 7s. It's 1, 9. Spend a fate to reroll. See if we can jank a 7. No, it's a shame. But still 1 hit. And we flip. Spartan Gauntlet 7. Alright. Well, we shatter our weapon on the thick black skin, because I don't think we can actually roll maximum 6. Oh, look. We shatter our weapon, gain a rage, exhaust your active weapon. So, we have 2 opening tokens from the horizon's edge. We have a break token and a break token for level 2. She's done. So I think we'll do the Skyseer with the Great Breaker now. And this is an interesting weapon because we have days. It's going to be able to open up the blind spot for our next few attacks. But she is not going to be able to put anything good in the pool. What's her fate? Oh, rage, sorry, Telebarcus. She'll be putting a black token in the pool, I suppose. Black's okay. That weapon doesn't add anything. She's at danger 5. Or do we go with the puzzle axe? We're gonna do this, guys. Here, she's gonna use her Great Breaker. She's gonna roll 1 dice. She needs to hit on a 8 still. That's not a wise move, I don't think. Increase her danger to 7. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do the Earthshaker. Yeah. So the Earthshaker is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to swing with the immeasurable weight. These are all hitting on 7s. We'd really like at least 2, but we can't do anything about it. Penelope is at rage 4 though, which is good. So come on, you can do it. 6, 9, 1. We'll spend 2 fate to reroll the 6 and the 1. It's a 7. That's awesome. All right, so we've got 2 blacks and a red. And we can knock back anyone with lumbering. So we're going to knock him back 1. Oh, that happens in the second ability window. So we'll see what location we get. The Mask of Smoke. It's not a critical. 2 break tokens in the pool. and break 2. Alright, nice. That's it. That's 6. We got the wound down. The Mask of Smoke, very good. Immeasurable weight. So in the pool, we get a break and an opening token from level 1, or level 2 rather, a break and an opening token from the next one, 2 break tokens from the weapon, and a provoke, which is gain the priority target token. Can you do that? Yep, you can. So it provokes to grab the priority target token, which could be quite beneficial actually. I think that's what that symbol means. I'll check. Yep, I was right. She didn't end a voluntary movement in a rear space. Very good. So now we do the Primordial's reaction, which is it moves 4 spaces directly away from the attacker without turning. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then we will do the escalation. So no one else is going to be able to make an attack, so we will go with the Skyseer. She will sacrifice her attack to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Herodotus will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to lose any danger from anyone? I don't think so. We need to prime the cannon. We failed to prime the cannon. That's the end of our turn. There's lots of tokens in the pool, which is good. Lots of break tokens. Can we survive another round is the question. Club, axe or bow to stop this one. So the only person who can stop this is Herodotus. But we probably want to put him closer to the main event. Cool. Our arrows will blot out the sun. Then we shall fight in the shade. Get my face off. The furthest Titan in sight. Land on top and attack. After attack, knockdown. That's unfortunate. Who is the furthest target in sight? I think it's the Skyseer actually, which is a real shame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I'm just going to review land on top of, because that is a specific trait to this guy. Treat the Primordial's movement as unlimited, and movement on a space currently occupied by the target. Displace the target, does not suffer crash or unavoidable knockback. So I think what we might do here is we'll actually do something that's going to allow us to break the Primordial's combo. So Fisher will spend a fate to use her Iapetus Lifesaver to move 1 to here, or 2 to here, and then the Nichean will jump and land on top of. I don't think he changes facing. She's displaced to there. And then she gains 2 Ambrosia tokens. which is really unfortunate. And a rage. She exhausts a weapon, which we will make the sword. And then 2 attack on 11, very unlikely. Blocked 1. We don't have block anywhere else, do we? No. If the attack hits, it deals 5 danger, which goes down to 4. We will be able to roll these dice to block the incoming danger. 4 goes down to 1. It's still a trauma draw of a grave trauma. And we get... oh my god. The adversary moves 1 step closer to us. Who do we have available? What god forms do we have available? Everyone, because of the... I think Zeus is our best option here. We ignore the after attack effects because we just awakened. Zeus, the mighty Zeus. I do tend to like Zeus. Okay, so we get to make a bonus attack. We get to unexhaust a weapon. That's the end of the Primordial's action, so it is straight back over to us now. Okay, so Fisher will gain rage. She is now Zeus. So she's going to have +2 precision. She is going to wield the Great Breaker. And rolls 1 dice to hit. She can do a move before she does this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the rear to increase her precision by 1 without suffering any penalty because she is the best. So it's a 9, which goes down to an 8 because of being in the rear, which goes down to a 7, 6 because of the 2 opening tokens, which goes down to a 5, 4 because of Zeus's precision, which goes back up to a 5 because of the Great Breaker. Come on, Dano. That's a 3. We'll spend a fate to reroll. Use the other dice. It's an 8. Come on. Pump this Nichean right in his face. Hardened ambrosial skin. We do not have a crit chance, but we do have the ability to daze him if we want. But I don't think we will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. 6s are what we need. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because we have 4 break tokens in the pool. We just fucking won this fight. Come on. Oh, you perform an attack that deals 9 total power. Zeus! Aftermath, show me your power. A fleeting dream, the least likely Argonaut gains a Nemos node. Who is our least likely? Not you. Not you. Almost certainly you. Yeah, so we'll give you Spewed by the Abyss. Ooh, CM004. I'll just read that real quickly. Great. Rewards and penalties. Subtract 3 and reset Triskelions. And we didn't critically wound anything. We didn't lose. We have the Nichean sighting. Nobody was dead. Return to the voyage phase. This would be the only criticism I have with this particular fight, is you tend to do a lot of setup and then it ends. But it is awesome. How good was that? Buzz. It was good that we moved to the rear with the Sky Seer because she has -1 precision from Coward. Ooh. Broke that combo well. That was good. I liked that. Story phase. I believe we're still in the story phase. Story step. We also gain a Inwards Odyssey, number 30. And again, I'm not going to read that for everyone. That's just for me. Ooh. I am going to do two things here. I am going to gain a new nymph. It's the Blade Nymph. Very cool. And I'm also going to discard this card, which is called Immeasurable Weight. It's fun, but I can discard it and remove it from the game and gain Diplomacy +2 with the Cyclops. And that is good. Rule of the Blade. Feel like I've done something wrong there, but that's okay. We're now onto the Doom step. This is less fun. So when there are 5 more tokens, see 36. Black Lady. Hateful Seeds. Each Argonaut gains 1 danger, lose 1 hull. If any of the Argonauts has the Memory of Death, Fated Nemos card, they immediately draw an obol. We do not. The Argo powers across the waters. Its Alypian engines churning loudly as the city ship reverberates with energy. You stand within the bridge Tholos, gazing at the route ahead with narrowed eyes. Above you, the skies churn with oily black clouds, a thick and cloying air hanging over the surrounding land. Your ears twitch, picking up on a subtle sound, a quiet whirring, grinding. You tilt your head and follow the sound to a table, where you bend down to see a box underneath. The clicking and grinding from within glows louder. As you reach out to touch the wooden box, it unfolds, its sides are falling away to reveal a bronze mechanism, and at its heart, an onyx black crystal glows with a deep inner light. An array of gears spins around it, and suddenly it hitches, and a small hammer attached to the mechanism winds back. A flicker of white flame dances in the crystal, and a sense of foreboding takes hold of you. You turn, diving away just as the hammer releases, striking the crystal and shattering it. White energy scorches the bridge Tholos as a tremendous concussive blast rips through the structure. For a moment, the entire facility flexes outwards and then collapses in on itself, pillars and ceilings all poured towards a central point. Everyone gains 1 danger, and then we are going to make a save to not lose a hull. It's an 8, which is good. And we gain an Argo Fate. See, 35. When the chaos fades, you find yourselves trapped amongst the rubble of what was once the bridge Tholos. Heavy marble pillars have collapsed, bringing entire sections of the roof with them. The cries of the wounded echo around you, and not one of the bridge crew spared the carnage. Flames lick at the debris. A figure emerges from the smoking frenzy, wearing the armour of one of the Argo's warriors, a sword in hands. Their features are those of a young man, perhaps 20 years of age. He glances about with little reaction, coldly surveying the devastation. That icy gaze turns towards you, a sneer tugging at his lips as he steps forward, raising his weapon to strike. Just as the assassin is about to strike, a looming shadow bursts forth from the flames. The man known to you as the scarred veteran rams into them. The assassin staggers back, clutching at their stricken features. They turn, and what you see sends a shiver down your spine. Their face is wrong. The flesh sits oddly on the cheekbones, the nose is malformed, and the teeth do not line up behind eyes that peel back awkwardly. They snarl fiercely, then turn and bolt, vanishing in the flames. They are no mere saboteur, he says, his features growing dim. He is a metonym, a face changer. Each Argonaut gains one Nemos node for the Nemos with the most nodes. That is pretty awesome, actually. Penelope. Oh, she's only one off having a night to remember. Either or. Cast off. That's cool. C27. A metonym. Place 1 on Inwards Odyssey. Oh, we're getting another one. The next turn. To go to 31. Face-changing operatives of the Nicheans. Not going to read this, but we have a choice to make. We are going to, I think we're going to approach the Simici for their assistance. So, we gain a defector and 2 Argo Fate. Each Argonaut tests cunning and wisdom. Cunning and wisdom. On a 7+. So she is wisdom -2 and her cunning is 0. She's not the best of chaps. So she's on a 9. She fails. Failure is gain a rage. And cunning and wisdom, so she's on a 5. She'll gain a fate to add a 4. She'll spend a fate to re-roll. Come on, bullfed. That's a 5, that's a success. And she will spend a fate. She has a 7. Goes to a 6. That's an auto success. And she is going to be on a 6/5. With a reroll. It's a 9. Beautiful. So 3 successes. C39. Gain an Inwards Odyssey knowledge. Outstanding. And we have found a Spy Master Simici ally. Ooh, we've apprehended the spy. Tremendous. We gain another Inwards Odyssey. We're up to 32. Outstanding. And then we see 48. Gain a glory. I've forgotten we've got to do a lot of things. 39. C48. Gain a glory. C50. Oh, this is interesting. I'm just going to go roll back a little bit because when we finished the story phase for Black Nadir, we should have done something which is scroll back to somewhere. So I'm just going to quickly run through. I'm going to stop here and just go back and figure out where I'm supposed to. Okay, so at the end of the last battle with the Nichean, what I was supposed to do was go to paragraph 89. We feel rage rise within us. So many sacrifices, so many dead, and every time we face him, the Nichean brushes it off effortlessly. Maybe he is right. Maybe to beat him you need to become stronger, more vicious, more ruthless. If you don't, everything you hold dear. This lesson is ended, Argonauts, and sadly it may be your last. The Nichean declares suddenly, and the skull-faced monster begins a ponderous retreat. Retreat now? What? What is this ruse? Why now? You look around you. Against all odds, your allies have gained the upper hand. The Spartan army folds, its defence is overrun, the fortress is taken. This is a clear victory, and yet every trap needs bait, no? You feel a cold grasp your heart. No, he couldn't have known. He couldn't. A rumbling fills the air around you, and the temple of man shivers. The very stones of its foundation growls, and intense shuddering engulfs them. Sparkling flames, rings of incandescence that encircle the edifice, moving and spinning in some strange mimicry of a complex machina. In a heartbeat, with a flash of radiant blackness, the temple vanishes. The rings of flame collapse inwards with a rush of swirling air and screaming sound. It is as if it was swallowed by a hungry maw, falling away from the world in a blink, taking the Nichean with it. What remains of the fortress begins to fall into the opening abyss. Run! So we cannot hope to survive, but we can help our allies. So we will help our allies because we are great people. We gain a diplomacy with any faction, and that diplomacy will be with the Cyclops. Then we lose one Titan that survived the recent battle, and that will just be a regular Dreamwalker Titan. Can't be a crippled one. But we've got Titans to spare. C90. The Argonaut junctioning with the Lost Titan gains a fated Nemos card. Yucky. Restless for Ulyssia. Restless. And then we place 2 progress on this story card. That's good. C92. You board the Argo, bruised, bloodied, and weary, a heavy air hanging over you. I'm sorry, my dear Argonauts. The old priest says soothingly, like a mother trying to comfort. But this is not the end. Your gaze follows the raised arm to the Palaroian fleet in the distance, bearing down on your position. They must have been waiting just beyond the horizon for this exact moment. All those ships in the docks were mere decoys. There are army regiments marching from the northern highlands and Cyclonus closing in from the east. This has all been planned. Your alliance has been dealt a grievous blow. The death toll is catastrophic. With your allies scattered, the Argo will be an easy target. The Nichean is tightening the noose. We are finished, old man, the party leader stammers. He is just too... No, this is not who you are. You rise and overcome. You must, if not for yourselves, from the host of people who depend on you. Each of you nods quietly at his words, feeling a flicker of courage rekindle inside you. This is not over yet. You look at the Spartan fleet, hot in pursuit. Now, though, you must survive and escape this gauntlet, this Argo Phile. Count the number of progress tokens on the current story card and note the final result on your Argo sheet. We just added 2, so we are at 13. Then the battle took place at the Laconius Fortress, which means we go to 98. Take the map tile 56. Have we been to 56? We have not. Oh. this? We'll just put a nymph here actually. That is our target. 674301. These show the resistance havens you may hide at. 67. .43, which is going to be there, and 1 and 7, or 1 and 7 we're not getting to. These show the resistance havens you may hide at. Reaching any one of these will fulfill the story 3A objective. To reach any of these, to help you find these, you've been given symbol coordinates, a number and a letter. The number is a column number and the letter designates a row. Oh yeah, we know where they are. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight down to get us to that one. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 56. Archive the Black Nadir story card and read side A of the Argo Philae card. Done a very bad job of everything to do with this. This story that we're about to embark on is one of the most exciting and also terrifying story cards that there is. I'll show the picture. The Argo is being hunted by the whole fleet. So they're setting up blockades that surround us and we have to try and avoid the blockade. When this card is revealed, perform a divine surge. We gain our nymphs back and we gain our Zeus back. And then place a blockade token on the top of this card. You cannot move the Argo in the direction denoted by the blockade token. Boom. Take the 7 story 2A clue cards, 3A clue cards. And so these clue cards are all things that are going to prevent us from moving the direction we want and doing things that we want with the Argo. This is an exciting story step. So we need to get to one of those two, and I think the one I'd like to go for is 56. However, 56, we have to go via 55. If you have a look at, that's the story tile, so we can't come from above, so we're going to go from the side. We've already been to 55, so we'll just start moving downwards and we'll hope for the best, I think. Then, great, so I'll turn my face back on. So now, that was the story phase. So this is actually where we're at now in the story phase. We still have an inwards odyssey now to resolve, which is actually now, and then we have a second one to resolve after that. Random Titan gains a Nemos node, Herodotus, Boom, Siren Survivor, very nice. Okay. 32. Another one. We mark F4. I'm not reading you those stories, but I've read that story, and it's a sick one. We gain a new god form. Ares! Random Titan gains a Nemos node. It's old mate again. There's Alliance. Ares, god of war. Your first white dice. Not quite, actually. I can make a fireboat. Now, what we're going to do is go back to the Doom phase and read that again, because we did Hateful Seeds, we did that, we go on to 35, we go to 37, we did that, we go to 27, we did that, we've risen, we've done that, 43, done that, and now finally we go to 48. C50. The Nichean has climbed aboard the dock. And we have a choice. We can play along with the Nichean and see what he has to say, or we can just go straight into attack him. And if we do that, we gain a diplomacy with the Helots, which we will. Diplomacy with the Helots, and our party leader gains the Fused Souls Grave Trauma card. C52. We gain refugees, and we fight the same battle with the Nichean, which is good because it's already set up. Fused Souls, Grave Trauma, Party Leader. Done. All right. We're going to have to rejig our Titans now, I think. What weapon have we got we can use over there? Giving away that sword, I regret that now a little bit. Guess it'll be a Labyrinth Mauler. It's okay. Not quite as potent. Fused Souls there, sword there. We have no ambrosia tokens. So this benefits us a fair bit, this little battle right now, because we are about to gain 3 Argo Fate reduced, and that is excellent. The downside is we really, really, really don't want to lose any more Titans. So I think we're gonna run over to the Maze Runner instead of the Skyseer. Don't really want to lose her. And we will keep the Earth Shaker. We'll keep the Earth Shaker out of it as well because we don't need him as a three-handed weapon guy. We don't have a three-handed weapon anymore. So we'll put them back into training, and we'll bring out the Maze Runner. Actually, is our Maze Runner dead? We have an Earth Shaker and a Sky Seer. I am less concerned about losing the Earth Shaker, so we'll keep the Earth Shaker in. That's a shame. Our Maze Runner comes in next turn. And the other one will just be Solon. Unfortunately, this is the third time we've fought the Nichean, and so we are going to need to kill, we need to survive. Do a power level 10. A cruel lesson. Battle setup, mark the battle track, additional setup followed by traits, victory conditions. We need to do an attack that deals 10 total power. That is going to be tricky. But we'll give it our best. One advantage we have up our sleeve this time is that we are not taking 2 rounds of attacks. Our arrow will blot out the sun, then we shall fight in the shade. Done, starts back at sword. Okay, we will do, probably don't need the danger, unexhaust gear cards, power reroll, yes, combo breaking cannon, yes, and I think we will gain a rage. No, we'll put 2 opening tokens. Okay. Those bad boys out there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Done. Okay, so I'll just got minimal issues on the Argonauts. Penelope's got a rage. It's good. Fused souls. Power 10 we need to hit. That's going to be tricky. Especially with no rage. Set everyone back up. All right, let's I didn't do the end of hope last time. Didn't matter, I don't think. Let's go. Let's go. Lot of the week. Random Titan. Usual roll. Olympia gains a rage. At the start of the battle, Fisher gains a rage and can move 1 space towards the Titan. She will. Escalate 1. 1. Done. 1. Done. All right, no tokens in the pool. We'll put 2 opening tokens in the pool with our arrow barrage. Our most accurate weapon is with Ulyssia. We want to do that She has fused souls. She's unlikely to do anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She will make an attack. Gain a rage. She'll swing with the Horizon's Edge. Doesn't have any trauma. Ambrosia tokens, etc. Love a crit. 7 out of 10. 2 hits but no crits on my front. Instinct. Exhaust your active weapon. 7. 7 in the black muscled abdomen, you reckon? 1, 2, 3, 4. No break tokens. Nothing else. Nope. We fail. So we will gain 2 opening tokens. We will gain a break token. She will exhaust that weapon. And then from level 2, she can add a break token and an opening token. Who's going next? We might go the puzzle axe. So we'll go another opening token. And she can then reposition 2, which she will. 1, 2. She's done. Exhausted. She used her move to move 1 space. Next one we will do we go with Solon? Fisher. Danger zone. 1, 2, 3. Going to swing with the Great Breaker. So this is a normally needing. I know. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not in front of the primordial. And we will hit the primordial on a, let's see what I roll. 3 is not enough. We'll re-roll. Definitely not enough. A 9 is enough. It's the level 2 AI card. Oh, only a 5. It's not a crit chance. Burning. We got any burning stuff if we fail? Oh, I would love elephantine armor. We've only got 1 break token, but we can daze this champion, so we definitely want to try and do that. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've only got 1 break token, so we'll re-roll this and see if we can get a power. Job done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an 8, not enough. Does a wound on the bulging muscles. Gain 1 danger. And in the second ability window, place 2 additional fire tokens in the Kratos pool. We like fire tokens. We are going to daze the monster, so he turns around. And we're going to add a AI3 body part into the deck. Not as much fun as you would imagine, friend. AI3 card for the Nichean. So that's done. We build the pool. We're level 2, so we're going to add an opening and an opening, and then we're going to do 2 fire tokens for the first time. We're going to add some burning. Fire tokens are really good. They work similar to break tokens, but they're not removed from the pool completely. You remove 1 each turn unless you spend them. That's very, very good. So the Nichean is facing backwards. It's ready for our puzzle axe to come in, I think. Let's puzzle axe that boy. Puzzle axe. 1, 2, 3, into the rear. Telebarcus will make an attack. None of those are of use. 2 is a miss. We will spend a fate to re-roll. 9, deadly. Good. We do have a crit chance. Oh, we've got a secret card. Puzzle axe is 4 reds. We still have our power re-roll up our sleeve from the thing. We have 2 auto breaks from this. 1, 2. We're a very good chance of doing this, given that we only need a 4. That is a 5. Gain the umbral virus. Secret card 5. It's about time we got something from that. From critting a location, we haven't critted anything. Umbral virus. Alright, let me show off the umbral virus. It is a, let's go to this one. So it's actually a upgrade to a Titan sheet. So we put that on the Titan, and at the start of battle you gain an ambrosia token. So you ideally want someone who isn't going to be too concerned by ambrosia tokens, someone like the Logic Breaker. But if you ever have 3 ambrosia tokens, you will flip this over. Zoop. And all of a sudden you gain this Umbral Carapace, which is a gear card. It turns into a suit of armour for you, which is wonderful. You lose wisdom, but you gain reposition, and you're rolling 2 blacks. That is awesome. In the meantime, you basically get 2 rerolls. So quite cool. We will think about how we're best to use that in the not too distant future, hopefully. AI 3 card, you reckon? On top. Good. All right, well, let's just get that one out of the way then, I guess. Move into the blind spot, swing with the Labyrinth Mauler. It's a 1. We're going to re-roll that because we need to hit. Oh, we cannot voluntarily end our movement on a rear space with her. That sucks. A 9 is a hit. Oh, look, it's 18. Easy, we can hit that for sure. Not. Burn. The Amphora's belt is burned to a crisp. And for each metal card, we gain a danger, I think it burn was, if I remember rightly. Burn. Burn. 1 danger for each metal card equipped on your Titan. Discard each primordial. Yeah, done. Any metal? No metal. That's the end of our turn. We will go over to the Nichean's turn. He's got an AI 3 on top. This is a bad fucking turn. Ashbite. Target the Titan in blind spot. It is Herodotus. 3 on a 9. Yeah. It's an uninspiring card for us. 3 on a 9. We have 2 rerolls, which is good. Let's see how we go. We've blocked none. We'll reroll 2. We blocked 1, which is nice. We can block a second one. Maybe we will. We just gained 3 ambrosia tokens. And we only have an ambrosia limit of 3 because of Black Breath. We have 2. So this is doing 9 danger. But we can drop it down to, it drops down to 8. And we'll block it. Yeah, I think we'll take it. So we go straight to danger 9. Whooshka. Grave Trauma. Fate worse than death. Gain this card and the priority target token. Done. And then, after attack, we will suffer knockback 12 and knockdown. However, when you are about to suffer knockdown on a 6+, I can ignore it. I cannot ignore it. And I can reduce knockbacks suffered. Oh, I'm going to do that. And reduce knockbacks suffered by 1 to be knocked back the grand distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and just avoid getting smacked into the Argo hull. And we are knocked down all the way back here. Good work, champion. Okay. I feel good about that. Ashbite. That was sick. Combo triggers, but we can break that combo with a sword being wielded by Solon, and Solon will indeed do so. And doesn't have to do anything, but can break the combo. And that is the end of the primordial, that's the end of the combo. Now at the end of his turn, he performs his signature, which is Measure of Worth. And so he's going to hit no one. Closest Titan in front and in range. No, closest Titan in sight and in range. So we will go our choice. So he'll turn to face Solon. And we'll make an attack on Solon. 3 on a 10. This is dealing knockback 8. Not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can survive that. We can do an advanced reflex. Nope, cool. This is great. 5, 2, 5 is no good. Any rerolls? Nope. So we're taking 7 danger, which goes down to 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3. So 3 danger gets us a grave trauma draw on Fisher, major I should say. Call to arms. Another Titan may move up to 3 spaces or stand up. He's out of the battles though. 1, 2, 3. Done. Then we take knockback 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what happens there. But we can use our fate to move to here, which will mean it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Done. Because that would end us on a cabin space and we would die. All right, I've been a bit sloppy this game actually. I've made a number of mistakes today. Feeling a bit off my game. But let's just review where we're at. We've got a fate worse than death here with an ambrosia token because we used the Maze Egma. She's there. She's all the way over there. She didn't get knocked down by that swing. She's got knocked back 8. This is exhausted because we broke the combo, so this comes over here. Except she cannot lose the token because of the fate worse than death. Okay. So I'm going to start with my turn. Try and prime the cannon. We failed to prime the cannon. We will unexhaust 2 gear cards among Titans, which is this and this. We will then think very, very carefully about who wants to attack. The puzzle axe is out, and Solon is also out. Tumble doesn't help us. We can't jump over anything. So we just have to go, we'll go the Earthbreaker with the Labyrinth Mauler in the rear. It's a level 2 AI card. That's a 9, that's a hit. Five, no, we need a 7. Earthshaker. Gain a rage. So we need, what do we need? A 7. We rage 3. Not much doing here. Auto break 1 is helpful. Danger, no. Auto break 1. So we can do it, we just need to basically roll absolute maximum. Prisoners. Yeah. We did not roll absolute maximum, we failed. So we gain 2 rage, 1, 2, and gain a danger, 1 danger. But that goes away. From the pool, we'll add a break and an opening. And the weapon itself adds nothing. So we've just got a break and an opening in the pool. Struggle Town. Alright, the Horizon's Edge is our last benefit. Solon's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has to use his movement. Oh no, that's Ulyssia. Alright, so Ulyssia moves into the rear. She's in the blind spot. She needs 5s. She will make an attack with the Horizon's Edge. 3 and a 1. We will re-roll both of those. She is deadly. Come on, champion. That's better. What do we got? Crit chance. Come on, baby. You may perform a bonus attack. If we succeed in getting the crit chance. We need a 3. Oh, that's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is improved. We comfortably get the job done. So that will allow us to put 2 opening tokens in the pool and 3 break tokens in the pool. Plus we can reposition 2, which we will not. We will critical and do a bonus attack after we do this escalation. Have I missed an escalation, have I? I think I have. All right, bonus attack. We remain in the rear. We can have a swing with our Horizon's Edge. And we have Deadly. And we have Break 2 from the crit chance. Ooh, we got 5 break tokens. If we roll well enough here, we are a chance, a slim chance. 4 rage. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Come on, crit chance. Come on, Horizon's Edge. Get it done. 5 and an 8 is 2 hits. Do we want to try and re-roll that 5 into a 9? That would be risky. Eight. In Scribe. This is a huge roll because we can gain the Fume Blade secret card. Oh, actually we need to move the, I just realised we need to move the buffet as well. When we critted the Umbral Virus, I'm going to do that. We're about to crit him again. This is going to happen. I'm sure of it. We've got 2 power rerolls. 3 reds and a black. Geez, I wish I could do anything to get an extra one. We need an 8. We need to roll well. We've got 5 break tokens. Fume Blade. Come on. Oh my god, we did it. Oh my god, we did 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I re-roll this and get this, we actually just won the battle. And there's only one possible result that would result in me failing. So I'm going to try and roll it and get that. No. Gain the Fume Blade card. That is so exciting. Fume Blade. We've gone from no secret items that we've picked up to 2 secret items that we've picked up in this one fight against the Nichean. I'll happily have everyone die now. Now that we've picked up some things, the Fume Blade. Where's the Fume Blade? There it is. I don't know that I've ever got this card before. What does it do? Ooh, unique opening 2 auto break power reroll. When on a rear space. When you lose hidden, immediately transform. Crit miss gain 2. Oh, armor piercing's nice. Fire 2. Spend an ambrosia to hide. When you use this ability, immediately transform. Cool. What an awesome weapon. I'm excited to use that. Just got to find someone to use it on now. We came up short on stopping the fight though. But we can still put that in the pool. Awesome. That's the end of our turn though. And we just put an AI 3 in the deck. We're in so much trouble, so much trouble. And of course the AI 3 goes on top. He will flip the knockdown card over and that is it. We will unexhaust gear cards amongst Titans. No. Alright, we're done. AI 3. It's going to be bad. Ender of Tales. Closest Titan with a unique weapon card in sight. There is no... Oh no. It is Ulyssia with the Horizon's Edge. Don't lose the Horizon's Edge. Is he going to destroy it? Oh no. Ender of Tales. Permanently lose the unique weapon card. That is awful. We're going to lose our Horizon's Edge. It's one of my favourite weapons. It's good though, we just picked up the Fume Blade. it's a judgment. Closest Titan with a unique weapon in sight. So we'll turn around, appear in front and judge. He's going to appear in front and judge. He's judging everyone in that section in front of him. You're doomed. So you're making a judgment test on courage or fury. So Penelope is going to test her fury. 2 on a 9. And that's it. She misses both. She gains 3 rage. 1, 2, 3. Immediately gain as much danger as you have rage. She can block that with her armor. She'll reinforce. So it's 8 going down to 7. Going down to 6. Taking a grave trauma. Deluge of memories. Unexhaust the Nemos. Scorn champion. Great. And then over to Ulyssia with our Horizon's Edge, which is now lost permanently. I wonder if I can make that again. I'll have to find out. 2 and 11, she is Fury 3, so she will need 8s. Oh, she blocked 1 and a 9. She can't spend a fate to reroll, or she could, but she won't. 1 hit, gain 2 rage, 1, 2. Then it's going to take 6, which goes down to 5 danger. She'll roll her 2 reds. 5 goes down to 4. And then she will take a major trauma, which is gain 2 rage and 1 fate. Blood rage. The Nichean moves to the center of the board and turns to face the most Titans. 1, 2. And he's there. That was an interesting card. We'll do a combo right now, but we can break the combo with a club or an axe or a bow. So the only person who's got a club is over there on the Earthshaker, and their thing burned. They had an Amphora's belt. They would have been able to stop at the combo. Did we prime the cannon? I think we forgot to prime the cannon. Oh well, I think we're in trouble. Gonna do a combo. Target blast zone. It's a zone attack. Turn to face the most Titans and attack. He's already facing the most Titans. And he's going to attack the Earthshaker. The fire grows. Fate is at 2, so it's just going to be 4 dice on a 9. Yep, 4 dice on a 9. Blocking 1, so that's 3 hits. Each hit deals 2, so that goes to 5. We are going to reinforce for 3. It's a noble draw on our Earthshaker. Come on, Earthshaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. You died, unless you can roll a 10. Come on, Earthshaker. Oh, did you see that? It was... Earthshaker did. That's the end of the combo. And now, signature attacks. Zone signature. Closest Titan in front. There is no one in front. Yeah, move and attack. 3 out of 10. This is on Olympia. She's also got danger. She fails on all of those. She's going to take 3, 7, so it's down to 6 danger. 6 danger. She's also got an able draw. And oh, you live! She will not gain a rage. You live. Wow. Then, after final attack, if your rage is 5, perform combo. Knife, shield, slab, sword, whip. She has no ability to block that, so it's a combo. This has been a fun turn. Rendezvous with Death. Furthest Titan in front and in range. Move lateral and attack. To there. Gain 1 ambrosia token and 1 rage. And this is on Fisher. And then 3 on a 10. 1, 2, 3. Fate is higher than 3, yes. 2 ambrosia tokens and 2 rage instead. Good. And then 3 on a 10. 3 hits, we die. We have a block. We do not have a block. So we'll re-roll all 3 of those with Fate. Ooh, we block 1. So that is going to be 2 hits, which is 8 danger, which goes down to 7. But we can block that and that. 7, 6, 5. We go to 10. We have another able draw. This has just gone extremely poorly for out of nowhere, hasn't it? Usual roll. Ooh, another able draw survived. Now, do we consider a nymph at this point, or do we just accept our losses? Yeah, we just accept our losses. We've done 4 wounds. That's exciting. There is no one, literally no one, that can get into range and attack that has a weapon. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solon has tumble, which doesn't help us. Doesn't have jump. Can't do anything to get nearby. It's really bad. We'll prime the cannon. The cannon is primed. So we'll be able to at least shoot a combo down and break it. This is terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our Earthshaker is crippled. Two more Titans to die for us to lose, or we can do an attack at power 10. I don't think an attack at power 10 is going to happen because that is the end of our turn. It's the primordial phase. To break this combo, we need to have a spear, sword, or a cestus. The Nichean. Well to fire, turn to face the most Titans. and attack. Turns to face the most Titans and attacks. Here, these two are in the target zone. But I can move Ulysses out of the way with the Pursuer Imperative. So we will do that. Spend a fate, move to there, and she is out of the attack range. And we can't do anything of the sort with Telebarkus. So he's just going to get 4 and a 9. I think he's in trouble as well, friends. 2 blocks. Reroll 2 on the Temenos Scale Shield. So 2 blocks. Each hits, that's 3 danger. And we can block 2 of it. Down to 1. Obel draw. Wonder if we should block one of those attacks. Yep, we'll block one of those attacks, spending a fate. So it's not an Obel draw. It is actually no draw, because we blocked all of the incoming fate. There's no knockback. There is no exhausting all of our gear. Combo comes in. Spear, Sword or Cestus. No one has those, but we can break the combo with our cannon. We will do that. Measure of Worth, zone attack, closest Titan in front. It's going to move to here and attack there. 1, 2, 3. On a 10. Taking 3, that is 3 hits, deal 7. 7, that's 16, so we have to add one of the bad obels to the draw. 16, you died, your death transcends reality. You died horribly, friends. Let's see if Herodotus did die horribly. He already has the fate worth, and Ulysses dies horribly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You died. Do we awaken? We do not. That card stays in the deck now. She's dead. There is therefore no after battle effects. We will go over to Telebarkus, who is of course at 1 rage. I don't even think he can get to power 10 with his puzzle axe, but he's going to give it a try. He's going to run in. He's going to use a fate to use Rush with auto break. He's going to get auto break 3. The auto break is literally irrelevant. We'll unexhaust his 2 gear cards. Just going to run in. See if he can punch the guy with a puzzle axe. Give me a deadly. No, it's a hit though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did we hit? The sword graveyard. Huh. And grab the Necrozyphos card if we had have critical that, but we did not. It's a 9. I don't think we can get there because we have a maximum of 8 on our 4 red dice. So we fail. And we exhaust the puzzle axe. All of our hard work undone. We had an opening 1, we had an opening 2, we had a break. I think we can pretty much call it there. The Nichean's about to go again. This guy is belting the shit out of us. Last to wound, closest Titan inside in range. He turns here. Surely we fail now. Move and judge. Courage and will. So we're 3 on a 9, which goes down to a 7. So we pass 1. Gain frenzy and 3 rage. 1, 2, 3. That's actually helpful. Frenzy. Can't break the combo, but it's helpful. Oh, should have primed our cannon again. We successfully primed our cannon. If we survive, that'll be helpful. Gain frenzy. And now draw a Kratos. No? Yep. Knock back 12 and knock down. I think we've just got knocked into the Argo hull, have we? Yep. Big roll, this one. We pass. We don't suffer an Argo hull. On a 6+, we are not knocked down. We did suffer danger for getting slammed into an obstacle, which means we have an obel draw because, unfortunately, we are already at maximum danger. We crash. We have no tumble. We survive that one. The combo happens. This guy's kicking the shit out of us, but he's not killing us. It's going to be here. We can finally make an attack. Maybe, just maybe, we might survive. Maybe not. He's over here. 3 on a 9. Courage or will. Courage 1. So 3 on an 8. 1 pass. Might as well spend 2 fate. 2 pass. 1. Gain hatred and 2 rage. Well, hatred's really bad, but, you know, why not? Cannot break combos or use abilities that place tokens in the Kratos pool. Frenzy, you cannot break combos. Wonderful. It's a wonderful time to be alive. Because now we are knocked back. And we can't avoid that. Knock back 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You are dead. You die. Can't do anything about that. Punishing friends. 2 crippled titans. Crippled. And another one crippled. All right. That was the doom phase. But at the end of the fight, we lose 3 Argo fate. 1, 2, 3. We reset Triskelions, and we are going to gain plenty of resources because we wounded 4 locations. And then we have to go back to a paragraph after we defeated him. Not defeated him, after we lost to him. Ba, ba, ba. 50. 52, no deal, cruel lesson. Paragraph 45. As before, the Nichean is merely toying with you, or as he sees it, administering a lesson. Archive and gain the Ill Fate Marshalling Doom card. Ill Fate Marshalling. Fused Souls. If the Titan dies, so does the Argonaut. Olympia has died. Unfortunate. She was going really well. Status, dead. Telebarcus somehow survived and did not suffer a fate worse than death. It's time to find ourselves a new Argonaut. Let's go Cersegard. All right, friends, I'm just going to go clean everything up. I've got a few things to do in terms of rebuilding all this stuff. So I'll be back in a moment. It was a punishing battle, friends. It was a punishing battle. We've gained some positives out of it, though. And we've gained a number of negatives. Telebarcus has picked up a new Fated Nemos, which is Scapegoat. And so he's going to start every battle with the Mark for Death, which is actually an okay one for us to have. It means we know he will never be able to break a combo. But it means everyone else can break combos. Over here on Fisher, because she had hatred, she is also ending the fight with a new Fated Nemos card. And that is weak. A little on the suboptimal side. I'm going to use the Maze Runner with her for the moment, because we're about to get a Maze Runner back. And we might change this up a little bit and start trying to stack some defensive tech, evasion tech here. So we'll look at that in a second. We do have Honor Blind, Bloodthirsty here. Our new friend is Cersegard. She does not have any Fated Nemos cards, but she does have Imprisonment. We're going to bring the Umbral Strain out of retirement, or out of our thing. So we've got an Ambrosia limit of 5. Cersegard also doesn't have Black Breath, which is pretty good. And we're going to use our two new weapons, or new weapon and cards that we literally just picked up, the Umbral Virus and the Fume Blade. So every fight we are starting with an Ambrosia token from the Umbral Virus. We can spend an Ambrosia token on the Fume Blade to hide, and hidden's a pretty good rule. I'll get to that in the next fight. And when you hide, you transform. Transforming immediately turns the Fume Blade on, and you'll also gain an additional power when you are in rear space. So it's a pretty awesome turn of events to have picked up both of those in the same fight. The downside, though, is of course we lost probably our most reliable weapon in Horizon's Edge, which we can't do anything about. I'm putting back in the box. Very upsetting. We're on to story card 3A. And we currently have no progress on it, and we can't gain progress. We are also now on to Doom card 2B, 2A. When Doom card 2A rolls around, we immediately add the Cryptea assassination attempt and moral erosion attempt. Moral erosion and Cryptea assassination attempt. Neither of those are fun. To our exploration deck, and there is a series of rules that apply for this battle. However, I'm not going to apply those rules for myself because I'm playing by myself, and I've also done it before. But if you are playing in a group, very fun set of rules. I'm really shattered about losing our Horizon's Edge, actually. Shattered about it. We're very likely to come up against another adversary battle, because as you can see from our map, the adversary is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, has moved up nice and close to us. And we also have the Argo Philae. Well, this card is in play each time you battle a Chimera. So we do not want to battle any Chimeras. We have 2 Doom on this card. Friends, that is the end of this episode. It's been a long one for me, but I'm really excited because we are now on one of the most epic stories in the game, which is Argo Philae. And that's it. I'll catch you in the next episode. Big Deno, out.